It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Los Angeles Rams.
Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Rams team as they enter play. It's been a good season for them so far. They're just looking to keep that momentum going forward.
They like their record. Now they want to increase it. A win here could really get the momentum going in the right direction.
On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, they've been flawless these last couple months, winners of 9 in a row.
And that's the kind of streak you don't see too often in today's NFL since there's so much parity. So the way they've played has been truly remarkable.
And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
No gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
How about that one? The so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down. Here's Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he showed some fancy footwork on the juke, but then quickly taken down. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
When I was watching film this week, I had to write a note to myself. 3 touchdown passes in an NFL game deserves respect, not ho-hum just because they throw it around all the time, and he got his respect. NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, it's the ultimate vote of confidence from a week ago. Hey, look, he was great, not his best game ever, but obviously was very good to garner that award. All the talk this week, though, was about let's take that forward now. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaking up on that last play. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You look at this Niner defense.
This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but they have any hopes of making waves in January. They've got to improve in this area.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it, I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the first down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
And he's going to get this down with a 35-yard line. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first. Ooh, the juke. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Now a throw here, hauled in. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more on that one and another first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great effort there. That's his 19th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Rams get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt, turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. That time a 9-play drive, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And Hill will opt for the touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Even though they might not find the #1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. 1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Oh, here come the Rams, and they get it. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And somebody better wake up pretty quick here. You give up the touchdown on the first drive of the game, then you get the ball and have a punt blocked.
I love how you phrased it. There better be a wake-up call in a hurry. Already down, gave up the punt block. That could make it a bigger hole to try and climb out of.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing to start the drive. Bush. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Rams take the block punt and convert it into 6 points.
Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the second time in the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sideline.
Oh, here come the Rams, and they get it. It's blocked. And they will have possession, 1st and 10 inside the red zone at the 15. And that pressure there came from his left side. Maybe could have sped up the release, but he couldn't get it off in time.
And truthfully, the speed should be consistent each and every time. It should be quick mechanics. The best punters are the ones who can catch it, one step, and get rid of the football. Those are the ones you want. Anything more than one step in the NFL, you're flirting with disaster.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is right there. It's good.
So the big return had them fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a 1st down.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt.
The ball's out. Lost it.
And this ball recovered by the offense. defense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Off play action. Bush. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Now the Rams will signal for a time. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Back to throw again. Wide open receiver complete.
And they're going to have a 1st down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20.
They'll look to throw again. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
2nd and 6.
Looking to throw. Bush toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
Well, it's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue, but all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
46 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, And then the big finish with the tackle.
From the gun on third down, Bush.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. On first down, Bush. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Back to throw, Bush. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it's second down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And Hill will opt for the touchback.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line.
He'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness is a premium for all of that now.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
And the LA offense ready for this next possession.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Kyle Shanahan doesn't care much for that last call, so out comes the red challenge flag. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Bush. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the fourth quarter.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 72 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations. There'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there's a 49er who's in some discomfort. Now, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. And we'll step aside and be right back.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
Nine-yard line, 2nd and 6.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Let's go now.
They'll try and run for it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion. Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay.
Delay of game. Offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Mustang 19. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 79 Broncos.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Rams up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that 1st touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big fourth quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever.
And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Purdy to throw it on first down. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And he's got it inside the 10.
And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
A big play there for the Niners.
And even 40 yards. Purdy from the gun.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40.
Jair Brown on the stop there.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Bulldozes past him, and he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. An 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Rams are an extra point away from going up by 30.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead is now an even 30. So that drive, 4 plays. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25.
The 49ers offense making its way back out there.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now, because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away,